Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay.
Hey, it's Gabby the game night here, and I'm back playing some more Phoenix, Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Desert Man, VSC. It's December 20th, 3:11 p.m. District Court, fan lobby number 5. I have no idea what we're doing last night. Oh, hi, Paul.
And I'm also there.
I did a little research, Governor. I looked in those special safety locks you mentioned, Mr. Nick.
You did? That's great. I really appreciate it.
A red psyche lock protects a secret a person is constantly trying to hide.
You
Unconsciously.
You seem a little flustered there, Pearls. Are you okay?
I can't speak very well. I suck at speaking. If the person falls under questioning, the lock breaks and the truth comes out.
Yeah, that's exactly how I got the truth out of Detective Fulbright and Director Cosmos.
Yeah, like 20 other people in previous games. But a black psyche lock protects a secret from the deepest place in a person's heart.
She just put her thumb in her mouth. You should have done that to make it sound accurate.
But black psyche lock protects a secret from the deepest place in a person's heart.
I'm sorry, Pearls. I couldn't understand that.
I think it sounds like a nail in her mouth.
Yeah?
Like he's chewing on now.
It's still right
there. A secret
there.
that person is in constantly above.
So even they don't know it's there.
Athena isn't trying to keep anything from you on purpose. For some reason, Paul's heart and her memories are sealed off, even from herself.
Okay, so all I have to do is break the psyche locks.
Yes.
According to my research...
Like, didn't we know that already, though?
Yes.
Doesn't that kind of go without saying? To break psyche locks, you break psyche locks?
A black psyche lock is like a heavy chain wrapped directly around one's heart. If they are ripped off by force, it could cause permanent damage to a person's soul.
In other words, if I'm not careful, I could traumatize Athena for good.
Gulp.
I can do a gulp, man!
No, I'm sorry. This is making a joke.
Pearls, could you stay by Athena's side? She must be suffering under the weight of such a heavy burden.
Alright. But will you be alright by yourself, Mr. Nick?
I'm up against Edgeworth. I have to be able to give this trial all of my focus and strength.
Oh yeah, Edgeworth. And you can't do that if I'm here. I'll just hold you back.
No, that's not it. I just meant I can relax and concentrate if I knew you were with
Damn it,
Athena.
another Baja Blast.
You're the only one who can do it, Pearls.
Alright. I'll do it then. Good luck, Mr. Nick.
Where's Trucy?
I think she's still a hostage. Or whatever.
Oh.
With the robots. I take out the voices while I get Baja Blast.
Good. Now that Gabby's gone, we can enjoy this game more. I'll just tidy up the evidence and take out what I don't need. It's time to end this nightmare that started 7 years ago. The dark age of the law.
December 20th, District number 4.
Defense, prosecution, and judge. There are even people in the gallery. The roof has been completely blown off and the walls have collapsed. But today, this ruin is my battleground. Sounds like a song, like an 80s rock song. This ruin is my battlefield. Court, or some facsimile thereof, is now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes.
Hold it!
Nah.
I don't want this a proper official trial. Like this mercy. See you start turning the bonus of her to snack.
Please try not to upset Mrs. Blackwell. I'm begging you.
I'm back with Baja Blast. Court is now in session for the very serious and very proper trial of Athena Sykes. Oh, look at our boy in 3D! Look at him with his glasses, that smug son of a bitch! This is no trial, it's nothing more than a ridiculous farce. What did you say?
Edgeworth, did you not hear what I just said to his honor?
However, this ridiculous farce has a very important meaning for our legal system. Recall the case of the UR1 incident, in which a prosecutor was found guilty of murder. That case ushered in the odious dark age of the law.
Can you not speak?
I can,
I see what you're after, if we can find the real truth behind that case today.
Precisely, the darkness will be dispelled and glory shall be restored to the court system. Prosecutor Edgeworth, you sound as if you know something of this truth. I do indeed. A new suspect has emerged in the UR1 case. For 7 years, Simon Blackwell has refused to speak in order to cover for someone else.
Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes.
I'm sorry, Wright, but the situation is what it is, and I must do what I must. The prosecution moves to Indict. That's
Indict, yes. We've covered this so many times in this series.
It's that has a C in it. Like,
How many years have we been doing Phoenix, right?
I know the word. The C messes me up. Indicted Athena Sykes on the cut of murder in the first degree. On the count. That's not...
Jesus Christ,
I'm
Edgeworth.
tired.
What if you don't want to do this?
No, I do. Whoa, it's an anime now?
Regardless the circumstance, I intend to question the defendant with all I have.
Regardless the circumstance.
For that is a part of my creed.
Oh, look at that boy. Look at that boy. And Phoenix, too.
Then you better bring it. If the two of you are ready.
So you now know what the forces are like.
Now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes. Your Honor!
The whole case is of this. It's an anime. The whole episode of an anime.
The prosecution is also ready.
That's kind of awesome.
Honestly, your Edgeworth is not as far off as I thought it was originally. It's definitely not as deep as you go, but it's not as far off as I thought. And I mean, my Phoenix is just my voice. I'm not even trying to do anything for Phoenix.
My judge is
The judge is
off.
completely off.
He's like, hey, I'm the judge, yeah.
like-
I'm the judge.
Court is now in session.
Court is now in session.
I don't know.
Well, my court is now in session. Hey, I'm the judge.
Yeah, yours is what I think of now when I see the judge, so we can't go back.
Yeah. We're never going back.
This voice is on. I'm the judge.
We could do a different voice in the next game. There's a new judge, actually, I think.
Well, yeah, for a new judge, we definitely do a different voice.
Yeah.
That's not relevant,
Yeah.
though. There's immense tension between us. It's like we're picking up right where we left off.
Actually, right where we left off was a vigorous makeout session, but last time we left off in court. It is my duty to clear Prosecutor Blackwell of the false accusations and end this insanity.
But I have no intention of losing Miss Sykes either. She's a very promising young lawyer. I know without a doubt that Athena is innocent.
I'm Simon Blackwell.
But I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell did it either. So, do you have any clue who was responsible for the
I don't
sabotage?
want to do that voice. I always forget his voice. At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell.
That's like Judge adjacent, honestly.
Something like that. It's my old man voice. I don't know enough to identify the culprit, but it's clear what that person is. To put it simply, a spy.
Does someone named Jason in this game?
What?
I didn't
No,
say adjacent.
Judge
No,
adjacent.
Judge adjacent. It means it's close to it. It's nearby.
Judge Jason. The judge's name is Jason.
That's the name of this episode, Judge adjacent. And then your description is, no, I meant Judge adjacent. The true culprit is a spy. It's going to be hard to convince anyone of that when I barely believe it myself.
Yeah, it's always hard around Edgeworth.
But I don't have a choice if I want to save Athena and Blackwell and expose the spy.
Now then, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. No need for the Chief Prosecutor bit, Your Honor. I am here as a simple prosecutor. Very well, your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although I've been known of late to give an impressive opening statement myself. In all the trials I've ever seen, only the prosecution gives an opening statement. Of course, you're right. I was just joking, just having a little fun.
So he wasn't doing them just out of fear. Interesting.
I keep on doing the same pose Edgeworth does when he does his dog. Let's start with a brief overview of the UR1 incident. I'm really getting character for Edgeworth. That's my boy. The incident occurred at the Cosmos Space Center 7 years ago, on October 7th. The victim, psychologist Metis Sykes, was killed in the robotics lab on the 4th floor.
Athena's mother.
Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor at the time, was found guilty of the crime. There were two deciding factors that led to his guilty verdict. 1. Blackwell was the only person in the corridor to the lab at the time of the murder. And 2. This photo, which captured the moment of the crime.
Well, that's the moment after the crime, but still.
It's the moment of the crime. It's what it says, right on the back of the photo. Big letters, moment of the crime.
So the crime was what?
him looking at that sword. It's very illegal to look at that sword. I've heard that the only conclusion that Prosecutor Blackwell did indeed look at that sword.
And that's how it goes.
Are you kidding me? I'm not accepting any conclusion of the kind. This opening statement is over. Now, hurry up and call the witness.
Sound like you said orbiting statement.
This opening statement. One space at time. Excuse me, Miss Blackwell, but we must follow proper procedure for these things, you know. Or perhaps we should heed her wishes, Your Honor. She is the trial's sponsor, after all. God, I love that smug son of a bitch. Besides, the courtroom is chilly, and sitting for too long can't be good for your back. Oh, you're very kind, so such concern for the welfare of the elderly.
As skilled as ever at playing the court puppeteer, I see.
The prosecution calls its first witness. A witness who decided to bring forth new testimony after 7 long years.
New testimony? And just who is this witness anyway?
Me.
Whoa, who is it? Who is it? It's me! Bobby Fullboy's name! Injustice Lost!
What are you doing here?
I'm just here to speak for the hostage taker, Miss O. Blackwell.
He has some sinister-looking eyebrows.
I have some sinister-looking eyebrows.
I never noticed that.
She says she's too busy, what with confining and threatening the hostages and all.
It doesn't seem to stop her from constantly chiming in through Clonco.
I'm nothing more than an observer in this. Do your best. I'm watching you.
Believing her brother innocent, Miss Blackwell has been conducting her own investigation. And though her current actions are hardly lawful, I think we can at least hear her theory. I have here Miss Blackwell's notes on the investigation she conducted. And I'll be giving testimony based on these notes. Here I go! Yeah. I'm such a good detective. My pay is definitely getting increased after this. Simon is in the motor. He is trying to cover for someone.
I miss Gumshoe.
Who's done?
Someone else at the scene. Someone else is at the scene at the time they say Simon committed the murder.
He was the main detective we had interacted with.
Yeah, I don't think he's seen
before this.
Gumshoe past investigations. He's not in the 6th game either.
He's in investigations, though?
I think so.
Fuck, we need to play that.
I mean, it's Edgeworth around that
Can we
time.
take a fucking break from this and play investigations next?
Nah, only after Spirit of Justice can we get to it.
I hate you.
I mean, if he really was out to steal that moon rock, then why the Wolin case? Huh? Moon rock? Because he was using it to hide someone inside, that's why. And the only person smart enough to defend inside that case was Athena Sykes. And that's Miss Blackwell's theory. It totally goes in the face of the official ruling, huh? About the case she mentions, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But they were enough for traveling, the penny part, for moving parts and equipment. Yeah, the one case in the lab. Yeah.
I vaguely remember seeing 3 cases, all different sizes. As Edgeworth clears his throat.
At the last trial, they thought that Prosecutor Blackwell used the case to seal the rock. Wayne the Rock Johnson! And they had a perfectly good reason to think that too!
No, they did not.
Apparently they didn't. My bad. You see, there's a security camera in the corner that leads to the robotics lab. And the camera captured footage of Blackwell leaving the scene with the case.
That looks nothing like Professor Blackwell.
That looks exactly like Blackwell.
He said Professor Blackwell.
And yeah, prosecutor.
How did he make that mistake, too? I haven't said his name today for him to hear.
Everyone thinks he's a professor, apparently.
It's very convincing, that's for sure.
Did you even read?
No, I
Things
skipped
for that?
it. This is his thoughts. Do we really need to hear it all?
Yes, that's very important.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, you don't gotta look back now.
No, I'm doing it now.
That case, by the way,
I can see
was
why that
later
footage helped
discovered
bring his
outside
trial
on
to a
this
quick
base
end.
in the
It's
ground.
very convincing, that's for sure. Speaking of after the incident, where was the defendant Athena Sykes found?
She was found on the fifth floor of the Space Center in the Sykes family residence. Prosecutor Blackwell most likely brought her there after the incident. Are there no other cameras to show? In addition, it is unknown where Miss Sykes was at the estimated time of death. Miss Sykes is too confused by the shock of her mother's death to give proper testimony. And there's no witness or evidence to tell us where she might have been.
So what you're saying is Miss Sykes didn't have an alibi?
That is what the evidence is saying, yes.
I understand the reasoning behind the theory, but I'm far from convinced. The victim is the accused mother. Are you actually claiming that 11-year-old girl?
Yes.
Of course, the girl had a very strong motive. Dr. Sykes was a psychologist who wrote about many papers about speech and emotions. You have this special ability, aren't you, Your Honor?
Oh, yes. Are you referring to that therapy thing? Yes, she's done quite a few times in court.
Yes, I am.
That therapy thing.
That therapy thing. The ability to read emotions from speech, and the subject of her mother's research.
Well, as long as it benefits society, I don't see any particular problem researching it.
I don't like where this is heading. Not one bit. Edgeworth, you son of a bitch.
Dr. Sykes was so intent on her research, she forced her daughter to undergo experiments.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you seriously suggesting?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I've done my best to be delicate, but even you can't deny it to be true, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, I am.
No longer able to withstand the anguish of the experiments, Miss Sykes felt her only choice was to kill her own mother.
Ah!
Look, he's not wearing socks either.
I'm not wearing socks!
Fulbright really bugs me. He might be wearing really
Order
high-cut
in the
socks.
court. What a tragic story. I hardly want to believe it myself.
I can't believe you've embraced Fulbright so much.
I like Fulbright.
He annoys me.
He's so silly. I prefer Gumshoe, obviously, and Emma, but, you know.
Oh, I forgot all about Emma. I take her back, too.
Yeah, she comes back in the next game, don't we?
We must proceed. Mr. Wright, if you could. Detective Fulbright, please refer to the notes.
So what happens to Fulbright that necessitates Emma coming back?
I don't know, he's not in the next game.
Yeah,
Maybe he's the
You
killer.
just said that. You didn't just say he was the killer, you just said he's not in the next game.
Maybe he's the killer.
Actually, you didn't say that. You just said she comes back, so I assumed he wasn't
Yeah.
in the next game.
He's only in this game as far as I'm aware.
Feels like he's been around. I guess we've just done a lot of cases with him.
Yeah.
I think Fulbright is the killer.
I mean, I guess it's possible.
Are you gonna read this?
No, there's green text!
Oh, well, sometimes the green text we haven't read before, so it throws me off. So Prosecutor Blackwell willingly accepted a death sentence to protect someone else?
Yes, that's precisely what Miss Blackwell appears to believe. And that is what I believe as well. Prosecutor Blackwell is no murderer, Mr. Wright.
But Athena Sykes certainly didn't kill anyone either, Mr. Edgeworth.
So it appears that neither of us can afford to go easy on the other. Fine, I expected no less, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I remember this tense atmosphere. So invigorating.
I'm only reading notes here, but yeah, I feel extra invigorated too. So let's keep going.
Seriously though, look at those eyebrows. That really do look sinister. Maybe you're onto something.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
you,
possibility. I really don't see anyone who, in this case, who could be the killer.
But that's just speculation.
What's that objection? Objection! No, Miss Blackwell's proper grounds for her claims.
Yeah, that sounded nothing like the voice actor they had in the cutscene.
Yeah, what was that?
It was Edgeworth.
That's a weird objection.
And Phoenix like, objection!
Objection!
Then why didn't you say
Objection!
so in the first place?
I didn't get hit at that time. You're the one who screamed, hold it, and cut me off.
Fine, so maybe I jumped the gun by a teeny weeny bit.
Now I know what they mean when they say close enough to argue. Moving on.
Dead.
This rolling case, I suppose you mean the one... that existed in the photo with Prosecutor Blackwell in it. What was absent when the crime scene photos were taken?
Yes, that's the one, and Miss Blackwell has drawn a conclusion from these two photos. She has? And what is that conclusion? You're the one with her notes. Oh, right, of course. Reading them now. So, why the Warren case?
And how do you propose he hit a person inside one of those cases?
Have you forgotten we saw just such a thing only the other day? At your own daughter's magic show, she fitted a grown person into a small box.
So you're telling me Edgeworth and Phoenix went to Trucy's magic show the other day together?
I guess.
Why isn't that included in the case?
They had to go
somewhere?
to the daughter's magic show.
Oh, yeah! Way to ruin the memory of a good day.
A magic show? I wish you would have thought to invite me.
Actually, I would like to go too!
What is that face?
My apologies. I'll invite you both next time, I promise. I mean, it's open to the public, right? Like, if people pay to go see it, you could have just chosen to go. Just trying to get in for free?
Yes.
So wait a minute, what were we talking about again?
Monsieur Blackwell is using the case to hide someone! Baja Blast. I quite enjoy Baja Blast.
But that's nothing more than conjecture, and it's hardly the only possibility.
In that case, what do you think Prosecutor Blackwell had in that case?
I think it was the moon rock.
Objection! There were 3 cases at the scene, but Prosecutor Blackwell used the largest one. The moon rock was egg-shaped and only about 8 inches in diameter. It wouldn't have made any sense to use the largest case just to move that rock.
Be that as it may, it doesn't prove Miss Sykes was inside.
Then let me ask you this. Can you come up with a better theory of what was in the case?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you?
Yikes, give a guy some time to think. Let's see, should I try to bluff my way through what could have been in the case?
Don't.
I don't really see the point.
No.
I mean, bluffing is our main thing, but
I know, but I don't know where it's going to go in this case. I'm not
Yeah.
sure that really makes the case one way or the other.
I don't
Athena
know
could have
what
been in
else
the Athena
could
could have
be
been
in
in the
it.
case. It doesn't prove she did it.
Don't.
I don't know what else even could be in. We could look at a court record, see if we have something even possible. Or maybe don't bluff. We'll be like, alright, we won't bluff. We'll just have the answer.
I guess I'd better wait and see how it goes. It's a clever theory, but it doesn't look like they have any solid proof. If I push, maybe I can uncover some flaws in it.
Maybe we should bluff. Oh.
You think I need to go all the way back? You think I need to do that one again and bluff?
Let's look at what we have in our court record. See if we have anything else that could be in it. Probably the foes would be the only thing that would really show us.
Maybe
And
the
that could be
bloody
in it.
knife. One bloody knife.
You mean the sword?
Yes.
The long bloody knife. So he has a sword there.
And there's the robot's arm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I don't know why that would be in there.
Dead body.
Yeah.
Box side, west side, yep. Is everything taken? Okay, so... Was there anything else
I mean, if
stolen?
you really want to play off the thing, then there is that arm on that cart, but I don't...
Yeah, but do we see that stolen? Do
It
you even
just
see
says
that
it's
cart
not.
there?
Yeah,
Is
right
that
there.
the same cart?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, it's very... Look, it's got the pink wiring, and it's got the open box on it. That's
Yeah,
exactly
it's
what's
the
on
same.
that cart right there. So if anything...
So, I mean, I guess the arm could have been taken and it looks big enough that it may not fit in the smallest box.
I guess.
That's the only thing we can really say.
I guess I should press, right? And get back to the bluff
Yeah.
or don't bluff.
I mean, do you see anything else?
No, I don't. I thought her jacket maybe, but it said the jacket was found. So.
Is it a Phoenix Wright case if you aren't bluffing?
Well, you
Yeah.
could
Objection!
have just pushed for that earlier.
Well, I figure we should play it safe for a moment. A better theory? Maybe not, but a theory.
I know exactly what Prosecutor Blackwell carried from the scene. We just had to find something else that was missing, right? No sweat. It does seem like they're setting us up for that, because it's clearly missing.
Oh, I'd be very interested in hearing a theory. If it's true, that is.
It is.
This is a crime scene photo taken after Prosecutor Blackwell left, correct? All we have to do is compare this with this photo of Prosecutor Blackwell to see what's missing.
Yeah, definitely all.
If he took something with him, then it should be in one of these photos. Lady Luck, don't fail me now.
Alright then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear you, yep.
Hear your theory. You couldn't finish that
I didn't
without
see the
seeing...
theory!
Well, you need to look quicker.
What Prosecutor Blackwell take from the scene
See,
of the murder?
green text, and you read it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's because that's fucking question green text. Not like fucking
The
testimony green text. Yes, he was getting in a good position.
Please notice that there's a robot part on top of the cart in this photo. However, in this photo taken after the crime scene, the robot part is gone.
Whoa!
In other words, this part is something that was taken from the scene of the crime.
You do appear to be right. I don't see it in the second picture. What's just a piece of junk? How important could it be?
How dare you, sir? Is it really just an insignificant robot part? Speaking of which...
I mean, it almost looked like it had like blood or something on it.
What are you looking at?
Yes.
I'm gonna start charging for each glance per eyeball.
I saw that too.
It could have just been paint.
Stingy, stingy. What happened to the age of free preview? What the fuck is Phoenix asking for right now?
I don't know.
And is he asking for it from the robot or from Aura? Anyway, Your Honor, about this robot
No
part.
Bobo Chase, please.
What?
Doesn't it look like it could be an arm from that robot there?
Well, now that you mention it, it does, doesn't it? The case is still too big to be practical for just a moonrock and a robot arm.
But was it really just the one arm that was in there?
No.
If it wasn't Athena in the case, then maybe. I
a
believe
full
there was
robot?
another robot at the scene that looks just like the one here. Your Honor, it is the defense's assertion that it was the other robot that was in the case.
What?
For some reason, playing this game makes me makes me think of when we were playing Tome.
We can't be certain that part belonged to a robot. What else will it belong to?
It could
Yes.
be. Never mind.
Yes, it looks like the arm of the one before us, but it could be something else entirely. Besides, it's wrapped entirely in bandaging, making it difficult to verify what it is.
I know for a fact that it is a robot arm. I can even tell which robot it belonged to just by looking at it.
Okay.
With this information, we can investigate whether it was there at the time or not.
But, Mr. Wright, though you're more of the technologically illiterate type. Where did you become such an expert? I feel somehow abandoned.
Not to worry, Your Honor. I still know next to nothing about machines. But I know this piece of evidence proves which robot the arm belonged to. It's whichever one has the picture of the group at the launch. Is it No?
Wait, that does show. Look at
Is
that.
it this book?
I don't know, just look at it.
It's not this book.
Okay. It just said something about the Ponko series, so.
I don't think it's this.
It doesn't say like a specific thing about the arms or something, does it?
It's not that. I don't know. I'll look.
Isn't it that one that has the...
Oh, I didn't know it was going to show
Oh,
us
yeah,
the
it's
photo.
bandaged there. You can
Yes,
see-
I remember that. That's what I've been looking for.
I didn't remember that. My bad.
The robot in this picture is named Ponko. But take a look at Ponko's arm. It was Miss Sykes who bandaged it up like that.
She must have thought that machines heal in the same way that people do.
That stupid little girl. That was Doof again. What the hell?
Oh, I say, hello, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Care to join us for the case? What a double naive mistake. It reminds me of my own grandchild.
What do you think Doof's gonna be like as a grandfather? When Vanessa's kids come when Vanessa and Ferb's kids come to see Grandpa Doof? The robot arm at the crime scene had the same bandaging wrapped around it. In other words, this robot arm could belong to none other than Ponko.
Yeah. I'm Ponko.
I'm Bacon.
I'm Bronco.
Order in the court. Order, I say. Prosecutor
Philly
Edgeworth,
cheesesteak.
what do you have to say to this?
Cheesy?
I can see that the robot is about the same size as a child,
I'm
but it
packing.
cannot grab its knees and curl itself up into a ball. Even if it was the largest of the cases, the robot couldn't have possibly fit in there.
Case does come up to about mid-thigh, Prosecutor Blackwell. I see your point. The boy is much taller than that.
That seems like a reasonable case for the moon rock in the arm, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
if that's Professor Blackhead,
Prosecutor!
They got me there. So then, did Prosecutor Blackwell make Ponko fit in the case by...
okay,
And can they be compacted? Look at the Ponko series book.
okay,
Read the features.
Alright.
okay, if that's
Prosecutor.
Prosecutor Blackhead, then where's his bird?
Nah, but maybe he didn't have the butt at the time. That was 7 years ago. I know. Yeah, nothing about
No,
compacting.
nothing there.
I don't
Okay,
know
he-
if they can compact, so
He dismantled
probably.
it. Of course Ponko would fit. All Prosecutor Blackwell had to do was dismantle her. Once taken apart, the robot could have easily fit inside that rolling case.
It appears to be a robot assembly device. Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
Sounds rather violent, but Mr. Wright does have a point there.
Except that there's a body on the table where robots are dismantled and assembled. There have been no room to take the robot apart. Maybe it was already taken apart.
Who knows?
But what if it wasn't done on the table? What if the katana was used instead?
Huh?
You mean the sword?
Yes, that's where a katana is, dumbass.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Blackwell, I'd like your opinion as a woman of science. Isn't it true that the katana could have been used to take the robot apart?
It's a sword!
I suppose so.
A katana is a specific type of sword.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
The joints aren't made of a very tough material. A blade could slice through them.
Thank you for your expert opinion, Ms. Blackwell. Thanks to you, we now know that the existence of the severed arm in this photo proves that Ponko was taken apart. In addition, since the rest of Ponko was not found at the scene, we can conclude that the true meaning of this photo is very different from the original interpretation.
You can't mean.
I can. That's exactly what I mean. This photo does not capture the moment of the murder. It never did. It is instead a picture of the moment after the robot was sliced apart. The blood you see where the arm was cut off was transferred there by the bloody katana. Most likely, the rest of Ponko is scattered around Professor Blackwell's feet.
Not hearing this.
Therefore, what was transported inside that case was not the defendant, but a robot. Miss Sykes never was at the scene of the time of the murder.
My head, my body, where am I? Yeah!
Oh.
No robot legs.
Order in the court.
It's true that Ponko was found in pieces after the murder. And I'll admit I repaired her myself afterwards.
Photo of the crime updated in the court record.
Yeah.
Yes! Finally making some progress.
God, this is so awesome.
Hopefully I've gotten at least one step closer to proving both Athena and Prosecutor Blackwell innocent.
Well played, Mr. Wright. You've made your point abundantly clear. I can see that wasn't it the defendant inside the Woolen case, but the robot.
Alright, what's going on here? It's never good when he plays things this straight.
Does the prosecution withdraw its claim that the defendant was carried from the scene?
No, Your Honor, my claim hasn't changed.
I knew it.
But Ponko and Miss Sykes couldn't have both been inside that case.
The notion that the case was used to carry Miss Sykes was Miss Blackwell's theory. I have been of a different opinion from the outset. Now I finally have the opportunity to voice my theory. Thanks to the defense.
Edgeworth. He's been one step ahead of me this whole time.
In that case, how do you propose the defendant left the crime scene?
Simple. The footage only shows Prosecutor Blackwell from behind. What's more, he's holding his arm in front of his body, as if he is holding something. Or someone.
That's pretty specious that she could fit in that space. I mean, hold on, I know I can clear the screen if I press the right button.
I see no evidence
I
of
think you would see some portion of her somewhere. She's not that small. There's a lot of empty space there.
Yeah, not a single strand of hair is visible.
That's hardly evidence.
I have proof. The surcoat Prosecutor Blackwell's wearing. The victim's blood was found on the front of it, and the stain has a highly distinctive shape.
A bloodstain? With a distinctive shape. Please continue, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
7 years ago, the defendant was known to constantly wear a certain item, of which there is only one in the world, a special pair of headphones made just for her.
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
Analysis showed the bloodstain to be in the exact same shape as those headphones. In other words, this was no mere blood splatter. The blood went from the victim's body to the headphones and then was imprinted into Prosecutor Blackwell's coat like a stamp.
Most gruesome stamp indeed.
Blackwell carried Miss Sykes, who had been hit by splatter, away from the crime scene. This proves that Athena Sykes was, without question, present at the crime scene.
No.
And that concludes the prosecution's argument.
No, it's not.
Ah! We're losing right now, but goddamn, I love Edgeworth.
Order. The defendant was indeed at the scene. It deepens the suspicion against her.
But we've also shown that the robot was there at the scene as well.
I hope you're not making the ridiculous claim that a simple robot was the real murderer.
I don't really think that. No, but you can't say the possibility isn't there. Detective Fulbright, was the robot questioned at the time?
No, I don't see any record of it. I believe it is considered unrelated to the case.
But as it turned out, the robot was actually integrally related. Your Honor, the defense would like to call Ponko to the stand.
A robot witness?
Look at me, I'm Detective Fulbright.
Order in the court. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what do you think about this?
Mr. Wright has called all manner of witnesses at the stand over the years. So why not a robot? Nothing surprised me anymore with him.
Very well. I will allow the witness. Bailiff, please summon the robot named Ponko.
Is this like the first time we're seeing Ponko that's not in the photo?
No, we've talked to Ponko. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Ponko. My name is not Witness. My name is Ponko.
Yes, I realize that, but when you're at the witness stand, you are the witness.
No, I'm not. I'm Ponko. Say it with me. Ponko.
What an utterly inflexible little robot.
You're the last person who should be calling anybody inflexible.
You remind me of my grandchild who just learned his own name. Oh, how precious.
Alright, Ponko. I'm going to ask you some questions.
Questions? You have questions? Hey, what are your questions?
I want to know if you were there at the scene of the murder of Meta Sykes. It was 7 years ago on the 7th of October around 2 p.m. in the robotics lab.
Certainly. Just one moment. Searching data. Search complete. Yes, I was there in the robotics lab. I'm a little robot.
It would seem this robot's testimony is necessary to this case after all.
Wait, is there 2 robots now, or just one in the room?
There's 2 different robots.
Okay.
This is great. I just knew Ponko must have seen something important.
A murder command right before this poor little girl's eyes. It's inexcusable.
This judge seems ready to adopt Ponko as another grandchild.
Find out.
So, hello, Ponko. Do you think you can give us your testimony today?
What I saw. I went to the robotics lab at about 2 p.m. for my regular recharge. Just as I was about to charge up, Athena came in and hugged Mommy Metis. And then Mommy Metis fell down. After that, I was recharging, so I don't know anything. After I charged up, I was cleaning the room and Mr. Simon came in. And then an error occurred. There was no data after that point.
Oh, that's inconvenient. Well, it sounds like the defendant was, without question, at the scene. However, it doesn't appear that the witness saw the actual moment of the murder.
I disagree. This testimony shows that the defendant did indeed commit the crime.
What?
At the end of the day, we mustn't forget that this witness is still a machine. Being a robot, its understanding and capacity to express itself are limited.
So what are you suggesting?
The witness's statements need to be interpreted. For example, the terms hugged and then later fell down. Adults don't usually fall down after being hugged by a child.
They don't, but...
Yes, what this witness statements are telling us is
That the child murdered her.
that the defendant stabbed the victim with the murder weapon during this moment.
That's what I said.
Before Miss Sykes heard Dr. Sykes, did the 2 of them converse?
Yes, they did. They spoke to each other very loudly, but I don't know what they said. Athena is usually so quiet, so I was surprised.
Spoke very loudly. We can interpret this to mean they argued.
Yep.
I see. Murder after a heated argument. And then the victim fell down. I agree, that does sound like a reasonable interpretation. However, Ponko doesn't seem to remember anything that happened after that.
When I am recharging, I go into sleep mode. But I remember everything before that. I have a very good memory.
No, you don't.
You may as well admit defeat now, Wright. A cross-examination would be useless.
Don't be ridiculous. The cross-examination is never useless.
Until now, think about it. Robots don't lie.
Yes, they do.
Until now, think about it. Robots don't. This robot is both an important witness and valuable evidence at the same time.
Nevertheless, I will have my cross-examination.
I see you haven't changed. You never were one to worry about wasting time.
Very well. Even if it may be a waste of time, you may proceed, Mr. Wright.
I'll show you both just how fruitful any cross-examination can be.
Cross-examination with Ponko. What Ponko saw.
I saw. So did it really?
You regularly recharge? What is that exactly?
I have to refill my battery power, or else I stop working. I go to the lab to do that.
So the recharge occurred around 2 p.m., around the time of the murder.
That's right. I go every day at 2 p.m.
Hugged her, huh? Which Edgeworth took to mean stabbed her with a weapon. That's how they hug in Edgeworth's family. You said the two of them were talking before Miss Sykes hugged her mother, is that right?
Yes, they were talking very loudly, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. I'm only allowed to listen to voices that are directed at me.
If I listened to every voice, it would be a little better than a mobile eavesdropper.
Well, that explains why some of Ponko's testimony is so vague.
It's a shame that our little friend wasn't listening in, however.
Who's their little friend?
Could have learned what they were talking about just before Dr. Sykes was killed. Now then, what happened after that?
I don't want to delve too deeply here, but... Could you tell us how the victim appeared and acted at this moment?
Mommy Mass was very surprised when she was hugged. I heard her heart pound.
Her heart?
Mr. Wright, have you forgotten about this document we found in the robotics lab? These robots have a heartbeat detection system. Fuck.
Now that he mentions it, I do remember reading something like that there. They detect the presence of people by the sound of their heartbeats. Wait a minute. That means... if Dr. Sykes really did die at this moment... Ponko, how was Dr. Sykes after she fell down? Could you still hear the sound of her heartbeat?
No.
Let's see, the moment she fell, her heart was pounding. After that, I don't know. I started recharging just then.
What?
Of all the unlucky timing, if you had heard anything after that, it could have possibly proved that the hug wasn't actually the moment of the murder.
I'm very sorry. I'm afraid I don't know. I'm very sorry.
Seize the murderer.
The robot is designed to go into sleep mode automatically, so it can't be helped. But it does appear detecting an increased heart rate at the moment of the stabbing.
After Mommy Mass's heart started pounding in surprise, she fell by the window.
By the window.
By the window.
It was the bound window on the workbench side of the room.
The workbench, huh?
Yes, the workbench.
Ponko must be talking about that table to the right of where that giant robot is now.
Ah.
Is there something critical in Ponko's
Well, she
statement
wasn't
just
on that
now?
side of the room when she was dead.
Yeah.
What
And there's
door?
no blood over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, those seem pretty important.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I believe the statement is critical. I'd like it added to her testimony.
Very well. Ponko, could you please add that statement to your testimony? That's a good little girl. Oh, who's a good robot? Oh.
Mommy Mass fell down near the bound window on the workbench side of the room.
Oh, I was supposed to. Sorry. Let's see. There are 2 round windows in the robotics lab. Which one did you mean?
The one on the right near the hanging scroll. The hanging scroll was Mommy Mass's prized possession.
Okay, in the picture of the crime scene from 7 years ago, there is definitely
A murder.
a hanging scroll and a Japanese theater mask hanging on the workbench side wall. But is there some problem with this statement?
Oh.
Should I present?
Maybe.
Yeah. Of course.
Suppose that's safe.
Always.
ABS.
ABS always be safe.
I pressed the wrong button. That's my fault. No, let's go back to the other statement for the third time.
Okay.
I have to press present. Ponko, your statement may have just inspired a breakthrough.
I was hopeful. Hooray, I'm so happy.
Just to be sure, let's go over it again, okay?
Okay.
The victim fell near the window on the workbench side of the room. However, her body was discovered on the operating table.
But the operating table and the workbench are on 2 different locations.
Exactly, Your Honor. We've just learned a new crucial fact. What could explain the 2 very different locations of the body? I'll tell you what. Wait, that was out loud. What could explain the 2 very different locations of the body? I'll tell you what.
The victim moved.
An 11-year-old girl couldn't have moved the heavy body of an adult. So the only explanation is that the victim walked to the operating table herself. In other words, what Ponko observed near the workbench couldn't possibly have been the moment of the murder.
Whew, I'm very relieved to hear that. Glad to know that the murder wasn't committed in front of no Ponko here.
Yes, as we just heard in the testimony, Miss Sykes hugged her mother, nothing more.
Right. It's been 8 years, but you're still just as green as ever. No, I'm wearing blue, Edgeworth. Get your eyes checked.
Green? Can't recall ever seeing Mr. Wright in anything but a blue suit. Get your eyes checked.
Hey, blue's my favorite color. What can I say?
If the defendant couldn't move the body herself, she could have had it moved for her.
Moved for her, but Miss Sykes and Dr. Sykes were the only ones there.
I agree, since this robot is equipped with a heartbeat detection system. It would have been aware of another person's presence if someone else had been there. We can therefore conclude that the defendant and the victim were the only ones present.
And what do you suggest move the body?
Don't you know it's in the nature of a robot to help people do things? Miss Ponko. Let me ask you a question.
It does like he's saying Panko.
Miss Panko.
Why would he do that, though?
Panko.
Because he's stupid.
No, it's Panko.
Miss Panko, allow me to ask you a question. Why did Maddie leave the room?
It's Panko.
That is what the question of life really is.
It's
If you just kept your mouth
Panko.
shut, nobody would have known I left.
Well, we all sat here for like 3 minutes. I needed something to
I was
say.
not gone for 3 minutes. You could have been questioning over why he was saying Panko.
I apologize. I had nothing more to say about that.
God, you're
My
bad
name
at
is
this.
Ponko. Say it with me, Ponko.
Panko.
I believe you said you were cleaning after Dr. Sykes fell down. Did you happen to move something large onto the operating table?
Now,
Yes, I did. Athena asked me to.
Athena asked you to?
And what did you move, little Ponko?
Well, look,
I don't
Ponko.
know. Unless something has an ID tag, I can't tell what it is.
What?
An ID tag, you say?
yeah.
Yes, a tag with a barcode on it. We will bot scan them to tell us what a thing is.
What?
That paper in the lab did mention something about that.
Yeah, it did.
Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag, it said.
Did she have a jacket on at the time? So it would appear that Miss Panko here can't identify what it moved.
The jacket has a slash in it.
Yeah, true.
My name is Ponko.
Damn it, stop being a dick.
We humans have the power to imagine what it was, do we not?
But we do?
Well, I do at the very least.
Yeah, because that's what we should all base all our judicial decisions on, is imagination. SpongeBob in the court. Imagination.
Specifically Edgeworth? Edgeworth's
In
imagination.
Edgeworth Nation.
Specifically, Edgeworth's imagination. Miss Panko. Fuck, I'm choking.
Man,
On the
that's
defendant's
good.
command, moved the body onto the operating table.
I hate those. That's so stupid. Why would he just be like, fuck or something? No, why is it gonna be like,
Because this is very anime-esque. And slightly comical.
Ponko, did you really do that? This is really important. Isn't there any way you could tell?
I don't know. Without an ID tag, I can't tell.
Give it up, Wright. If the victim's heart was stopped, the robot detection system would be useless. Furthermore, Dr. Sykes usually wore her white coat while she was working. She kept the jacket with her ID tag on it draped over a chair in the robotics lab.
But it has a slash in it.
And only wore it for special occasions. In other words, the victim wasn't wearing her ID tag at the time. From the robot's point of view, her body was simply just another object.
Objection.
But Ponko is equipped with a facial recognition system. If she really did move the victim, she would have recognized the body as Dr. Sykes. But she didn't, so that means...
You're dead.
A face can easily be covered with a piece of cloth, a mask, or anything else for that matter. With her facial features hidden, the robot won't be able to tell us Dr. Sykes.
That's right.
To summarize, Miss Sykes stabbed her mother near the workbench. Then, using the robot, she moved the body onto the table, where she removed the sword and was stained in blood.
Order. But if that's the case, then I have a question.
That's a weird order.
Order. Why did the defendant move the body on the operating table in the first place? To dismantle her.
What?
You want a reason? Very well.
What? You can't possibly have an explanation.
Your emotions blind you to the truth. You could learn a lot from our robot friends. Calm and rational thought will open your eyes to the truth in front of you, Mr. Wright. Now then, do you remember the operating table's one special feature?
No.
Oh god, that's all.
But even I read that robots can be assembled and disassembled there, isn't that right?
That's right, and to the defendant, who was just a child at the time. The table is like a magic box that can make robots appear or disappear in seconds.
But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. Yeah, I had that same thought. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table to fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked just like magic to me, what she could do.
No.
You can't possibly be suggesting.
This young, sheltered girl had a difficult time distinguishing robots from people. Take a look at Ponko's arm.
But take a look at Ponko's arm.
Oh, sorry.
It was with Miss Sykes who bandaged it up like that.
I'm stupid.
She must have thought the machines heal the same way that people do.
Oh, that was from earlier. I don't
Yes,
know if I
it's
read
a
it the same
flashback.
way.
What a double naive mistake. Reminds me of my own grandchild.
No way. No way. I refuse to believe it.
Miss Sykes made a childish, naive, and cruel mistake. She thought that if a robot could be dismantled and vanish without a trace,
Rescue Edgeworth!
Sorry, I don't know why I tried to do your voice.
Anyway, if you ever claim what I think you are, I demand that you word it as delicately as you can.
with all due respect, Your Honor, all I can do is present the truth as it stands. The reason the defendant moved the victim's body onto the operating table. God, let him say it.
No! Don't say another word! Just stop!
Say another word.
Was to dismantle the evidence so that she could get away with her crime.
Oh, I thought she was just trying to fix her after she got hurt. He took it even further.
Oh yeah, I was thinking to dismantle the body. I was like, oh god, no.
No, I was just thinking she wanted to try to fix her mom
Yeah.
if she was hurt. Yeah, no. Jesus, Edgeworth.
God, that's dog.
Fuck off, man.
God. I think this is like the highest rated, in the ESRB rings. True! That's true, did we miss a line? What, did he say that's not true or something?
I didn't see anything.
He looked away. True!
That can't be true.
Oh god, that's dog.
Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay. Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.